Well, starting this Saturday, talented young women from across the country will compete for the title of Miss America. The 2024 competition will be held live in Orlando, Florida. And did you know that Miss Iowa is from right here in Bettendorf? So joining us in studio today is Alysa Goethe, Miss Iowa 2023. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I want you guys to know, Alysa has been competing in this competition 14 plus years, is that true?
Yes.
Does it feel real that the national competition is almost here?
It does not, I will say. It's so hard to believe that the 10-year-old girl who is a tomboy, who just wanted to sing for people, is now getting to live out her dream, impacting millions across the country, performing on the stage I've wanted to ever since I started out. So it still feels surreal, but now that I'm packing, it's really settled in.
I can imagine. You know, I think a lot of people might hear Miss America and think it's a chance for people to dress up and wear pretty clothes, but we say it every year, it goes so much further than that. And one of those ways is through community initiatives. Talk to me about yours, because I know it's really personal for you.
Yes, so that is a misconception, and that's actually what I do with my own community service initiative. Not Your Type advocating for type 1 diabetes stems from my personal experience when my life changed forever when I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in my very first week of middle school at 11 years old. I was bullied, I faced discrimination, I was isolated. I was the only person in my graduating class of 400 people to have this disease. So I used the outlet of service, I truly believe it saved my life in this organization, to work through that grief while helping other people. So what I do is I break down those misconceptions and harmful stigmas and stereotypes that were put in my path so that we can eradicate some of those and make an easier path for people to advocate together towards a cure. So I educate others with my curriculum that I've implemented throughout districts across the country. I leverage my partnerships. I have multiple international partnerships that I will utilize as Miss America. I'm the first diabetic Miss Iowa, so I'm breaking down those barriers with representation. I have a podcast, the Not Your Type podcast, which is very exciting. That has reached 8 countries so far. And I have traveled 50,000 plus miles to advocate internationally for diabetes. So it's a cause that I greatly care about, and I will never tire until we find a cure. It's really my life's purpose.
Wow. I wanted to touch on, you also have some other purposes, one of them being singing, which I know
Yes.
is your talent. You work as a vocal teacher as well. You went to Drake to study that. But you've also talked a lot about the scholarships that come with the Miss America organization and how they've helped you. I mean, talk to me about that.
Absolutely. I attended Drake University, go Bulldogs, so Bettendorf Bulldog to Drake Bulldog. And I graduated in 2022 with a degree in music education. And as an educator, I really value that post-secondary opportunity. So the scholarships I earned has not only helped with my student loans, but that $11,950 I won just this year as Miss Iowa can also be put towards a master's degree, which I didn't think was in my future. And the next Miss America will win $60,000.
Wow.
So hopefully I will have that to utilize to become the first doctor in my family and get
Wow.
my master's degree.
Alysa, really quickly before I let you go, no matter what the outcome is for Miss America, I mean, what has Miss Iowa given to you?
Not only so many transferable skills in and outside of the classroom, but it's shown me that my circumstances and the obstacles put in my path did not dictate my future success. And that's ultimately the legacy that I will leave as Miss America and as Miss Iowa, is that no matter what you are going through, no matter the naysayers, the people who are telling you you are not good enough and you can't, that you absolutely can, and you can prove yourself right.
Well, we wish you all of the best of luck. She flies out in 3 days, so
Yes.
appreciate her time being here today. Alysa, thank you so much and good luck.
Thank you.
For you guys at home, we've been chatting with Alysa Goethe from Bettendorf, your Miss Iowa 2023. She's heading off to the Miss America competition. The event will run from this Saturday through January 14th. And for those of you who are curious, Miss Illinois is Jessica Tilton from Washington, Illinois, just outside of Peoria.